Hi everyone. Today we are going to see the principles and objectives of filmmaking. Let's go into the principal landmarks of maxilla and anatomical landmarks of mandible in the previous video. Let's go into the principles of impression making in complete denture in this chapter. First, factors should be considered in principles of impression making. Oral tissue should be always healthy. And the next one is basal sheet. That is, while taking impression, basal sheet should involve limits of health and functions of supporting and limiting tissues of denture. The next point, borders must be in harmony with physiological and anatomical limitations of maxillary and mandibular structures. Always physiological type border molding should be involved in the complete denture. The next one, sufficient space should be given. And next one is removed from, while removing the impression, it shouldn't damage the oral mucosa. The factors considered in the principles are selective pressure should be maintained, guiding mechanism should be involved there, and the stability is always a main consideration factor there. External shape should be similar to the external form of complete denture in the principles. Next, we go into the objectives of impression making. While going into the objectives of impression making, the factors considered we are retention, stability, support, aesthetics, and preservation. Let's go into the retention. While going into the retention, we always see that it should always able to withstand the displacement against the path of insertion. The next point is it should always inherent in the process which resists the force of gravity, adhesiveness of food and forces. While going into the factors of consideration in the retention, there will be many. They are anatomical, physiological, physical, mechanical and muscular. Let's go into the anatomical factors. While going into the anatomical factors, we can see many considerations. That is, first one is factors are size and quality. Size of denture bearing area and quality of denture bearing area. While going into the retention factor, retention always increases with increasing in the size of denture bearing area. Always maxillary denture bearing area is having a size of 24 cm square and mandibular 14 cm square. So always retention will be increased in maxillary than the mandibular structure. Next, physiological factors. We go into physiological factors. In physiological factors, saliva is a main consideration. Always the viscosity of saliva determines the retention factors. Thick and droopy saliva, it always leads to loss of retention. There will be no retention, thick and droopy. Thin and watery salivation flow will be the compromised retention of every patient in the complete denture. Let's go into the physical factors. In physical factors, there are many subdivisions. The first one is adhesion, next cohesion, interfacial surface tension and capillarity. Let's go into the adhesion. This is the adhesion factor. The physical attraction of unlike molecules to each other. Always like molecules repel each other and unlike molecules attract each other. In this adhesion factor, unlike molecules gets attracted each other. The amount is proportional to the denture bearing area. Consideration of denture bearing area is proportional always to the amount of salivary factors there. Next, go into the cohesion. That is the repelling factor. That is, like molecules repels each other. In that cohesion, watery serous saliva will be present there. Next, we go into the interfacial surface tension. That is tension or resistance to the separation possessed by film of liquid between two well adapted surfaces. Next one is capillarity. In the capillarity, quality or state is determined because of surface tension causes one elevation or depression of surface of the liquid in contact with saliva. Next, we go into the atmospheric pressure. Actually, in atmospheric pressure, the natural suction of denture will be present. Emergency retentive force will be directly proportional to the denture bearing area. Next, peripheral seal. Contact between the peripheral borders of denture and resilient remitting structures is present. Low pressure should be always maintained in the peripheral seal area. Next, we go into the mechanical factors. In mechanical factors, we can see undercuts, unilaterally retention, bilaterally denture insertion and surgical correction. Magnetic forces are also involved. There will be increased retention of highly resolved ridges. Next, denture adhesives are present there. They are available in cream or gel or powders. They coat on tissue surface before we can coat this tissue surface before wearing denture. Suction chamber and suction disc. It always gives retention. negative pressure will be present. They are mostly used in palatal hyperplasia conditions. Next one is muscular factors. It can apply retentive forces on denture, mainly act as a balance between the force acting from the buccal musculature and tongue. It is a neutral zone. The next point is artificial teeth can achieve best retention in the impression making. It is always parallel to the residual ridge. It divides intra-arch space equally. Next week, after retention, we can go into the stability. Always in the stability, quality of denture will be main consideration factor. It can resist displacement by changing the functional stress and position of the force when force is applied on the denture. Factors mainly we consider into vertical height, quality of soft tissue, quality of impression, occlusal rim, arrangement of teeth. In the vertical height, mainly sufficient height should be maintained there. Highly resolved areas will have least stability. Next one is quality of soft tissue. In quality of soft tissue, only two factors are involved there. It can provide firm soft tissue base, and if it is a flabby tissue, least stability will be maintained there. The next one is quality of impression. It should be always maintain accurate, smooth. Void should be absent there. It shouldn't warp, and also should be dimensionally stable. Parallel to the ridge, divide intra-arch space equally. Sliding forces always reduces the denture stability in these considerations. Next we go into the teeth arrangement of the impressions. Main two factors, balance occlusion and neutral zone will be there. Important role, mainly stability of denture will be mainly importantly done by teeth arrangement. It also facilitates even distribution of force. Neutral zone is nothing but the potential space between the lips and cheeks on one side and the tongue on the other side. Next we go into the after the retention stability, the third factor is support. Some factors are involved in the support, that is resistance to vertical force of mastication, occlusal force and other applied towards the denture bearing area. Snowshoe effect is also involved here. These are the snowshoe effect. Denture base is directly proportional distributing the masticatory forces across the resilient tissues. The next one is aesthetics. Primary concern of every patient is the aesthetic concern. It should always thickness and the width and height of maintained, and while and ability of speaking should be also maintained, the main consideration of the patient in complete denture. Next one is preservation. Preservation of it remains the most important. The actually consideration of preservation structures is preservation of what remains is most important, or not meticulous replacement of what is lost. It is also mainly involved in the preventing the injury to tissues and also overextension. Thank you for listening. Keep supporting me.